What episode is it, Kate? See Life?
What's up?
What episode is it? What number?
I'm gonna go and guess like 26.
One short.
27.
Just one short. Just like Georgia was one touchdown short. Beating Bama in 2017. Do what? He didn't miss what? Miss a week. Oh, yeah. So this is your episode 24.
This is my 26, yeah.
You missed. This would be episode 26, but we missed a week. I got you now. Yeah, shout out spring break, man. It's a great time. Curran was spring breaking.
Totally.
How'd you get the girls away from you on spring break, Curran?
Kind of quarantined myself. We'll say that.
Quarantine.
Yeah. Kind of quarantined myself.
You got a social distance, 6 feet.
6 feet.
6 feet and leave a receipt. That's what Curran says.
What?
And, speaking of receipts, man, Bama cannot get the receipt back. You can't return that loss from Duke.
No.
Cooper Flag has a lot of swag.
Yeah, I was like, after that BYU game, I was like, okay, maybe this Duke game will be close. But
You were wrong.
yeah, I was real wrong about that.
Well, after hitting 13 threes in a game, I had a lot of hope for Alabama because I think it's impossible to lose if you hit 13 threes. That's what? 63 points off just threes?
Something.
Pretty crazy. 70-something points.
Wait,
72
you said
points.
16?
Y'all had 13 threes against, I guess it was, who'd y'all play before?
That's
Duke?
39 points.
My bad, my math was off. But yeah, some people's math's off. But yeah, I thought y'all were gonna not roll through Duke, obviously. But
no.
I thought it was gonna be a closer game than that.
Yeah.
But Duke showed up. I mean, like
Yeah.
they always do. Historically, probably the best basketball program of all time in college. So,
Yeah.
Curran, your thoughts on the game because you watched it. Mark Sears.
Yeah, Mark Sears did not play good at all. 31 minutes, 6 points, 6 assists. Good on the assists, not good on the points. He's had a lot of off games this year, so I was expecting an off game in the tournament from him, but I was not expecting it against Duke and this bad. Grant Nelson almost had a double-double. That's pretty good.
Is that the guy that looks like Mr. Beast, kind of?
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, he does look like Alex Deaver. Shout out Alex Deaver. That's Alumni of the Week. We took that segment away a little while ago, but it's back.
Yeah, I used to be neighbors with him.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did y'all used to hoop together?
Yeah.
Is that right?
During the summer, yeah.
Huh. And y'all would go on what, 2-mans?
Nah.
I know you. Look, he's chuckling over there. You can see him red through these dang pink screens we got.
Totally.
But yeah, people think we're going to be, people I already know, they're already typing in the comments asking about this set. I didn't pick it. Curran picked it. Curran wanted that late night vibe, that freaking, that BYU suspension. Let's move on. Did you hear, I heard a BYU guy tested positive for sweet tea. That's why
Oh my God.
we got to turn that down.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Just
Out
do
of
it like 4
nowhere.
notches so it doesn't really turn down.
Out of nowhere.
Run it back. Let me just see.
There we go.
That's money. When we do the call-in, though, turn it up. Anywho, but yeah. We also have Auburn on the other side of the bracket. I just almost forgot to talk about him. That boy Janai has so much aura, dude. Gosh, he's so tall, handsome, charming. Especially my guy Tahad. We go way back. Actually played on the YMCA basketball team with me back in the day. But Auburn and Florida, that's right. Auburn's got those white boys can play now over at Florida.
Yeah.
They can play.
They beat them in the tournament, so.
But did Florida lost to? Them dogs, baby.
They did.
Oh.
Auburn almost lost to them too. So.
Who?
Georgia.
Guess who lost to Auburn? Georgia and Bama.
Hey, that's 1-1 split. We'll take the tie.
Guess who's in the tournament still?
Auburn.
Not Bama. Let's forge on. But yeah, we got this big matchup. Who do you got? I like Auburn still in this Florida game. I think they're red hot. And I think a lot more people are pulling for them. They're a fun team to watch, you know. Very exciting not young team. Janai Broom, I heard is
they got like a 25-year-old.
He voted in like the Obama's election, I think. Janai Broom did.
Yeah, something like that. I think he's older than like the Broom. I think. Like I've heard
there's a
allegations
guy
about that.
older than Broom. Oh, he's older than.
He's older than the Broom.
Is that right?
I've heard allegations about that.
I heard he's not older than Josh though.
Yeah.
Josh is 17, going on 75.
That's so true.
Josh, you better watch out at your local bookstore. He'll get you, dude.
Bookstore.
Anywho, but yeah, I got Auburn win this matchup. All right, we got calm on these sounds. Other side of the bracket, though, I think I got Duke winning.
Yeah, definitely.
I got Duke and Auburn in the finals. I think it'll be great for the.
You know, you see Houston like going far into the tournament. They're always like a 1 or 2 seed, but you never see them like go to the championship game.
Duke?
No, Houston.
Houston.
Like they always go far, and then they can't win.
Houston won the NCAA golf championship in 1958.
58.
Yep, that's a real fact too. You can look it up.
58.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Speaking of LeBron, he got beat by the GOAT last night.
Who's the GOAT? If you
Steph
say,
Curry.
oh my God, I knew he was gonna say it.
Steph Curry.
Dude, I cannot look up a single fact on this Chromebook before it gets blocked.
Yeah, everything's blocked, dude.
Oh, I didn't know if you got flagged or something. Anyway, let's move on from basketball. We don't have infinite time. We'd love to sit here all day and talk about Curran's unusual liking to Steph Curry. For a non-fourth grader, it's pretty weird.
Steph Curry's that guy, man.
Yeah, if you're 12 years old.
He's that guy.
He's every short white guy's favorite player.
He's that guy.
Because he gives us hope, man, because we can just bang threes all day.
Exactly.
You got to see me at this retirement home league I'm playing in.
Retirement home.
Anyway, we got Marab versus O'Malley 2 announced. Probably going to be the most, not very anticipated. I'm not really looking forward to it, but we got UFC 314, which I believe is the Michael Chandler Patty Pimblett fight. Shout out Michael Chandler, an Alabama native. But we got Patty the Batty and Michael Chandler, a non-title fight. But whoever wins this fight, I think, is next up to fight whoever is contending for that lightweight title. Versus Patty and Michael. I want to say Michael, but he's getting older. He's out of his prime. Patty's exciting and young, but Michael has that experience. I want Michael. I think I got Michael to win. Michael's so in between though. He'll flatline. He almost beat Dustin Poirier. Had a good fight with Habib, but then he'll go out and he lost to Charles Oliveira twice and. So the lightweight division, though, is the most stacked division in the UFC. You got now Ilia Topuria just moved up. That'll be fun. I think that's the next big fight in the UFC besides John Jones and Tommy Aspinall, of course. But that fight, we don't know if it's ever going to happen. But, yeah, Michael Chandler was supposed to fight Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor can't get his antics together. So now he's got an exciting fight with an up-and-coming guy. But I think if Patty wins this fight, he gets pushed into that title picture. If Chandler wins this fight, he kind of stays relevant. But if Chandler loses this fight, man, could be the beginning of the end for Michael Chandler. Curran?
I would agree with you. That'll be his 10th loss if he loses. So.
Who? Michael Chandler?
Yeah.
Michael Chandler's had a very long career, though. That's also his pro MMA career. So in Bellator, he was the man. He only had 2 losses in I think he had 4 losses in Bellator, but he had a lot of wins. You got to keep in mind, UFC fighters only fight. I think the most they can fight is 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And that's like really, really fighting all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Israel Adesanya, that dude's always fighting. Anywho, let's move on. Which is crazy. Even if you have like when Jorge Masvidal knocked Ben Askren out in like 5 seconds, he took no damage, but you still got to wait.
Yeah.
Certain amount of time before you can take another fight. Let's forge on. Yeah, the fastest knockout when he hit Ben Askren. Then like that. And then the next fight, I think he actually fought Michael Chandler. And he like ran up like he was going to do it. And he like backed away. It was pretty sick. It was pretty funny. Curran, you were watching that with some babes, huh? Just like that, baby. Let's talk about some golf. Let's talk about Him Woo Lee or Min Woo Lee getting that first one of the year. You know, everybody loves him. That's not real. That's more of a golf casual. You know, I like to say that. Like a guy like Tripp Abernathy loves Min Woo Lee. I don't know why, because Min Woo Lee's pretty good at golf. But young, exciting guy, hits the ball a mile, and he's built not like you would hit it a mile. But yeah, exciting player. You know, he's cool. He they call him Dr. Chipinski because he chips in a lot. But you know, I don't know. What do you think of golf, Curran?
You know, I'm not really that big on golf. You know, it's kind of a.
Why is that?
You know, I kind of view it as a older person sport. You know, it's more like you reach unk status and then you start becoming a fan of it.
And you don't think you've reached unk status yet?
You know, I probably have, but you know.
But you know, your prime's going to go longer than anybody else's prime.
Yeah, I'm kind of like LeBron.
I mean, you're on this crazy run that I've never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say this run is, you know, eclipsing a guy like, I don't know, maybe a Julian Edelman type. Because you're not, I mean, you're not like quite like LeBron yet.
Yeah, like
but
the tier below.
You're trending. I mean, you're tier below, man.
Yeah.
That's what they like to call it. So, you know, just a stud. You know who else was a stud?
Who?
Aaron Hernandez. Let's forge on, man. Praise God. Have you been keeping up with any spring ball, Curran? Any spring football at all? You know?
Spring football?
Yeah, like any Alabama news. I saw on April Fool's,
no.
Ryan Williams made a post saying he was going to play both ways.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. All I've really heard from college football is they dropped a cover for EA College Football 26.
Oh my gosh, dude, this guy's always talking about this video game, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's a cool cover.
Who's on the cover? Carson Beck?
No.
And his girlfriend?
Ryan Williams.
Really?
Arch Manning and
Jeremiah Smith, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
2 wide receivers and a quarterback?
Yeah.
You never see a punter or a long snapper.
Yeah, I mean,
Why is that?
guess they're not really on the field that much. I mean,
What if they are?
could get like a Pat McAfee. It's kind
On
of
the cover of College Football 26?
I mean, you got to be like Pat McAfee status to get that.
Pat McAfee's doing everything but, like, the guy's either going through a midlife crisis or he's just being real successful, but
Yeah.
announcer of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
It sounds like a video game bio, dude.
Oh yeah.
JJ
I
Watt?
think he's a sports analyst.
Yeah. He's got insane looking veneers, dude. His teeth look like I don't even know. Looks like you're looking into a freaking light bulb. JJ, you're talking about TJ or JJ? TJ is still playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That defense with JJ and Brian Cushing, that was like the hardest hitting defense.
Oh yeah.
With the Houston, the Texans. Why don't we have the Alabamians?
I don't know. People say it's population.
If there was an NFL team, what would it be?
No,
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Probably like the Stallions. No, I'm kidding.
Nah.
I don't know. I mean, Birmingham, it's like 50-50 if people would actually enjoy it. I feel like I wouldn't go to any game.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't even take the shine away from college
I
football.
feel like
if it
nowadays
wasn't
there's so much spotlight on sports and like so much media that if you added a new team now, it'd be weird. Like the
Yeah.
Raiders make sense because they had a light in Oakland, and same thing with the A's.
Yeah, I get relocating.
But
like, that's not that
but
bad.
adding like the Expos, like that was back in a time where that was okay,
Yeah.
and then they relocated, but they changed the name.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but there's teams like Buffalo Bill, like the Buffalo Bills, that you're in Buffalo, you're in the middle of nowhere, but that
Yeah,
cult like fan
exactly.
base.
But but they got that huge fan base though. I mean, that's what also.
But they've
because
been around
that's
for
their-
so long, though.
It's also
That's
because
the
that's
thing.
the only thing they have there, pretty much.
Yeah, but you just can't build a fan base like that in a small, like Green Bay too. You can't build a fan base like that
Yeah, but
in a small spot in a short amount of time. You have to have a team that's been there historically for a while.
yeah,
I
like
think.
Lambeau's built in the middle of a residential neighborhood, bro.
Yeah, I know. Well, they built around it.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like that's still insane.
And why don't you have a Lambo? Carson Beck has one.
I don't know.
And y'all both do the same thing: throw interceptions and break girls' hearts.
Yeah, the NIL money. I don't know.
I heard that. Let's talk about NIL for a second. What about that McNeese Aura manager?
Oh, Amir Orakan.
You knew his name. bro.
Yes, who doesn't know his name? That man is pure aura.
Pure aura, dude. That guy's gonna be selling used cars here in about 4 years. So.
yeah, I heard.
Oh,
he's-
hey, he hit the transfer portal.
yeah, he's in the transfer portal with his coach.
Dude, nobody's safe from the transfer portal now. It's
Oh.
ridiculous.
Yeah, student managers are hitting the portal. That's
What's
insane.
give me a time check, C Money?
12:55 or 12:57.
12:57.
We got 13 minutes.
Who wore number 57 on Georgia last year?
I don't
Monroe
know.
Freeling
There's
Yep.
no way he knows this.
or Dylan Fairchild, I think actually wore. He was 53. Monroe Freeling wore number 57. Offensive lineman, 6'4", 278.
Hmm.
Actually, that's small for no lineman. Anyway. Anything? So spring practice. Back to spring practice. We just went off on a tangent there.
Yeah.
Not hearing much.
I'm not hearing anything about it.
I really want to go to Georgia's spring game, and that sounds weird, but I really do want to go, but I don't know if I will. But very curious. From what I've heard, Gunnar Stockton has done looked really, really good in spring practice. I have heard though Bama's QB situation is really weird. I mean, we all know that.
I mean,
Who do you think has got it? Ty Simpson?
Ty Simpson or the freshman. They're gonna
What about Mac? What happened to that guy?
Mac. I don't think they're gonna start Mac though.
He
I feel
balled out when he got in at Bama.
yeah, but I feel like they.
That's the guy from Washington, right? That came
yeah,
down with the
yeah,
board.
I think yeah,
He was third string last year. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like they will start Ty Simpson, just because he's been there the longest. But they could give it to anybody there.
They started Stetson Bennett because he was there for 10 years.
Stetson Bennett, bro.
You know what's crazy? He would have another year of eligibility if they had the thing. They passed this thing. It's like if you went to junior college, you get instead of 2 and 2, you get 2 years in JUCO, 4 years in college.
Mm.
He would get an extra year if he was in college like right now. But I wish he could get an extra year. Gosh, he's so.
Oh, who's that dude that played 9 years?
Oh,
Cam McCormick.
Cam McCormick.
I think he's going into the draft.
For what, the military?
No, the NFL draft.
Really?
I think it was him, or it might have been someone else
I think
who
he's
played a while.
I think he's getting drafted into AARP retirement insurance or something. I
Yeah,
heard.
some.
That
he
guy's
probably,
gonna be selling freaking Tahoes by the end of his first year.
Yeah, Shaq's drafting him to one of the car places he owns.
He'll be playing arena football
Yeah,
for John Gruden.
John Gruden.
We got some call-ins, Curran.
Ooh,
It's time for Curran's call-ins.
let's do it.
We got I forget the guy's name. Yeah, we're just gonna figure it out real quick. Let me hit take. J Life, turn that bad boy up and let her rip. This guy's a huge Auburn fan though. It's Jet's grandfather calling in. Actually, that's what it is. Let's hear it, Mr. Fleming.
Hey man, this is Romeo. It's Friday, so I love to call on Fridays. I just wanted to call today. and say,
Friday.
Go Tigers, man. I love me some Auburn. I love me some Auburn football, and that's what I wanted to call for today, man. Go Tigers. Woo! Woo!
What do you think, Curran?
It's a bit overexcitement. I mean, you know, you're a fan of a team who can't even make a
This
bowl
guy's a
game.
World War II veteran. He just told me as well.
Well, thank you for your service. But you're a fan of a team who can't even make a bowl game.
Well, he's talking about Auburn basketball. He's not talking about football.
Well, he just said he was a football fan, so.
Yeah, he loves Auburn football. I mean, why would you be a fan of Alabama football? I mean, why would anybody do that? Why would you be a fan of Michigan football? Because they're good last year. Georgia beat them every time we played them. But then be an Auburn basketball fan. Just it's not adding up.
It's not right. Well, if we're talking basketball, I mean, yeah, they've been pretty good. 1 seed, making it all the way to the Final Four. Usually, that doesn't, you expect it to happen. Usually, it doesn't. So, I guess congratulations to them for making it there. But I do feel like Florida will beat them. So.
And you're just hating. Is that correct?
No, I really do think.
Did
Florida's
Bama beat
gonna
Florida in the regular season?
I don't even think they played Florida. They probably did. No, they lost. I
Nah,
think.
y'all are scared, bro. They lost or y'all
Wait,
lost?
I don't even know if we played them.
Gosh, see, this is my co-host right here, man. This guy's supposed to be the expert on college basketball. He's also Forbes' most handsome guy 7 years in a row.
Yes.
And
Well,
Applebee's MVP. Love to hear it. God, I love that sound.
Oh, we lost to them in the. Okay, yeah, we didn't. March 5th, we lost to them by 5, and then we got killed by them in the SEC tournament. So.
I got killed.
Yeah.
Well, we got big news. So next week, we got to line Curran up. My guy's going to do all the NFL drills for the NFL
yeah.
Combine. It's going to be a one-of-one special. We actually got the 5 o'clock spot on CBS for it. The 5 o'clock to 5:30 spot. Curran doesn't need that much time. I'm expecting a 4-1 or lower from the man. But yeah, y'all show up, show out. We'll get a time and date set up. We'll do meet and greets and all. But we have a max capacity of ladies. There can only be 75 ladies. And they have to be, blonde and, slight taper and short, But yeah, so max capacity on ladies for Curran, just for Curran's safety. Because we tried to go to not Applebee's. Me and Curran tried to go to Golden Corral the other day. All you can eat. They thought Curran was on the freaking the chopping board of the buffet. Couldn't even. Well, I had to throw him a life jacket. That's how crazy it was, dude. FDA approved.
FDA.
Curran, what do you think about this, man? What do you think about these combine drills?
Combine drills. I see these pro athletes doing it slow, and I'm always like,
Why don't you just go faster?
exactly. Like, I saw Tom Brady's. I was like, yeah, it's Tom Brady. He's not very athletic, but still, you're a pro player, and you're running a 5.2 40-yard dash.
And why don't you don't want CTE? I'm guessing you don't play football.
Nah, I don't play football.
Or you want CTE, but you just don't want to play football.
Nah, I think it's I don't know. I guess I just don't want to play football. I guess that's it.
But you still want CTE?
Yeah, I guess.
How are you gonna make that happen? A lot of injuries there at Applebee's, huh?
I might get in the octagon with John Jones.
It's crazy. I feel like UFC fighters have way less CTE than football players, which is insane.
Yeah, well, yeah, I feel like because they're mainly getting punched in the jaw.
Well, also, if you think about it, UFC is safer than boxing because in boxing, you get knocked down, you have 10 seconds to get back up. If you get knocked down in UFC, they'll stop the fight, or if you hit one punch, they'll stop the fight. They'll stop the fight once you can stop defending yourself. So, yeah. That's why I think UFC is safer. And you can end the fight by not having to punch somebody the whole time.
That's true.
But there's also knees to the face, which look kind of sick.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I watched this video, and this dude got kneed in the head, and it was the loudest sound I've ever heard.
Oh, it was Sean O'Malley and Cheeto.
Yeah.
It sounded like a baseball bat.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was bad.
Cheeto's got the most he has the strongest chin of anybody in the UFC.
Yeah.
He cannot be knocked out. It's
that
crazy.
thing hit his forehead right above his eye, and he just ate it.
And he didn't get knocked out.
Exactly. I'm
That's gotta hurt so bad, dude.
I probably would have been in the hospital if I took that.
But you wouldn't if you would have knocked Sean O'Malley clean out.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I would have been knocked out from that and gotten back up instantly. Then knocked him out.
And what's this beef I've heard you have
With who?
with this special somebody? William Beasley.
Oh, Billy B?
You call him Billy B, huh?
Everybody calls him Billy B.
You want to hit Billy B with a flying knee?
Oh, I did not mean to hit that. I mean, it would be a good segment. I mean,
A good segment?
yeah. He doesn't get a segment done, so let's do a segment of that.
There's segments online of people doing some crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we saw a segment of Vanderbilt beating Alabama. Explain that. It's a crazy segment, if you ask me.
I mean, the crazier segment is Ryan Williams destroying Georgia, so.
That's a 1 versus 2 matchup at Alabama. At the time, it was 1 versus 2. We both fell off, you know. We still made the college football playoff. But at Alabama, it's going to change when I play at Georgia, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Curran.
Nah.
You're going to feel that energy through your freaking phone at Applebee's. You'll be trying to flip a burger, dude, and the burger's going to flip itself because of how loud the stadium's going to be. It'll shake your phone, I'm telling you. It's the best atmosphere of college football. And our stadium isn't even closed off. Our stadium has an opening so it doesn't echo, and we're still the loudest stadium because we have the best fans by far. I like Auburn's stadium more than Alabama's. You know why? Because I'm watching this Alabama versus Georgia game. I'm in Tuscaloosa, sitting at the quad, which is where every tailgate is. I'm watching it on TVs. I can hear the stadium before I see it on TV. So I see a ball go up, or I hear a cheer, and then I see a ball go up, and I don't even watch it. Kick a trash can.
I mean,
hit my dog or something.
I mean, that's what you do when you are next to the stadium. This is what happens.
I was at Auburn last year in the Iron Bowl when the 4th and what was it called? What was the name?
Isaiah Bond catch.
Yeah, but there's a name for it. It was like
I was tailgating there too.
Nightmare Jordan Hare. Is that what it was? No, that's something else.
Well,
it was like 4th and 31.
Yeah, that was insane.
Gosh, Auburn's had some good games. That year, Tank Bigsby would have won the game if he didn't go out of bounds. Y'all just get lucky, huh?
This is what we do. This is what we do.
And this is what me and Curran do. Let's run that outro. We'll see y'all on episode 26. Looking to maybe do a golf special, maybe a Grand Prix to Curran breaking 200 on 18 holes. Let's